All right. Are we going live? All right. Can you guys hear me? Also, are we live? And also, can you guys hear my mic? And also, okay, let me type this in. Can you guys hear me with the mic being on or not? So anyway, okay, I think the mic's kicking in a little bit. Good. All right, just want to let you guys be reminded, and also, hooray, we finally got the live stream going. Hooray, we finally got it in. Now, anyways, everybody, well, if you guys could or couldn't hear me, remember to look on this chat. By the way, look at this comment I said. By the way, remember to look on the comment. By the way, if you guys can give me a thumb up, thumb down, or maybe that you guys can like. Oh, I don't know, probably hear me or not, but just remember to understand that. But anyway, we're back. And I mean, we are back to finally do a live stream. And also, I always remember when I do this, go like, uh, I just kind of learned that from kind of learned that from a good thing exactly. But hey, what the heck? I mean, just like, what the heck? Just learned it from my papa exactly that he always goes like, pretty much when he always does his victory exactly. But just wanted to make that as a, just make that as a joke. But anyway, so before we start on with this live stream, is that well, you guys can talk to me whatever you guys feel like talking to me in the in the chats. By the way, if you guys feel free to talk to in the chats. By the way, and yes, I am finally am gonna make a live stream now, which this is now going to be a live stream. And I know it's going to be a little bit more complicated just because that there's going to be like a considering doing a YouTube live stream and then a StreamYard stream, which I know it's a little bit more different than I would have actually expected. But also if you guys actually do want to tell me like one or a few things, it's just to tell me is to say is what live stream did you guys like better, YouTube live stream or StreamYard? If you guys feel free to like to do so, which I'll put this in the poll, by the way, which I'll give you guys a poll, by the way, to tell you guys what you guys like the most. And also, I'm going to type in the here in the poll. I'm going to say is what was better in most of the streams, and tell me why. Okay, tell me why. Okay, there we go. And also, let's just go on to oh, yo, what's going on, John? What's going on? What's up, John? How's it going, bro? And I have to say, not gonna lie, it's finally about time I finally get to stream up on the YouTube stream, which I finally got it in. So, hooray! Congratulations. Let's go. I mean, let's go. Let's bring it back. Let's bring back the glory. And also put in the in the chat, by the way, and say it is hashtag let's bring the YouTube stream back on my first channel. Let's go. Put that in that hashtag. Let's go. Put that in that good hashtag. And yeah, John, I am actually doing pretty good, bro. I'm actually just doing pretty good. So yeah, I'm doing amazing, by the way. And also, hey John, actually, did you actually check on my community post, by the way? Have you checked my community post, by the way? If you have not been, if you would have wanted to check, by the way, but if you want to, that's completely fine. Now let me type into the yes question. Is that all right? Let me think. Okay, today me and my family were going to a baby shower party today. Wow! Congratulations! Congratulations, bro! Congratulations! I would actually feel pretty happy for you. Congratulations! Very much congratulations, bro. I mean, I mean, I'd be respecting that. I kind of respect that for you, John. I will actually respect that for you. Since you said that, pretty much for that you and your family are going to like go for a baby shower party today, then I actually will respect that. I'll totally will respect that. Okay, let me think on the yes question is okay. Let me think. What? I mean, hold on. Dang, it's gonna be a little hard to figure this out. Okay. Was it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Was it the YouTube streams on my streams, or was it the StreamYard streams? There. All right, and now add the poll. Okay, there you go. Now add the poll. So anyway, if you guys actually finally can see the poll up there, remember if you guys do want to take the poll, by the way, just look on the poll, by the way. So here's the poll for what you guys can finally do, by the way, on the poll. So here's how that's going to work. So here's how it works. So the only thing that works, by the way, is I'll tell you guys is this to say is which one did you guys like better, by the way, which you guys liked better is just to say is what was the most of the streams and tell me why. It actually will be convinced to say is would it rather be the YouTube streams or would it rather be the StreamYard streams? If you guys actually do want to tell me that, by the other hand, and other chance, by the way, is just to tell me to do so. And also, as for you, John, by the way, let me see if I can add you as a moderator because I'll add you as a moderator and also I'll definitely do this. And here you go. There you go. You're definitely a moderator and totally definitely on blue. So, anyways, well, before I get to tell you guys how the heck I've been doing, by the way, bro, I've been doing amazing. I kept like doing amazing things for most likely most of anything. I've been trying to like make most content as I can try, and most of them I can do is the best. And also, guys, if you guys do not see on the right, by the way, yeah, I mean YouTube actually really finally added another thing, by the way. It's called like oh, I don't know. I think there's like a few options that you guys can choose, by the way. Is that well, you guys can know on the bottom right that you guys can see right there is that once you see this on the bottom right, by the way, is like you hit 100, the emoji face, the surprise of the birthday party, and then the smiley emoji, and then the love emoji. Pretty much when you guys see most of those emojis right there, it'll get you guys is this right here. And also, once you guys see that on the right, then you guys will definitely see that on the right, which I'm definitely giving this as a test, by the way, which I'm just giving you guys a test to let you guys know to see how that kind of works. Sure, you guys may try to spam some of that, but don't spam it too much because you guys know that spamming on my channel isn't allowed because, I'd say it's just not allowed on my channel because, it's just never allowed. And also, what's actually more likely to say what were my best moments of all time is that, well, I gotta say, to be that quietly, frankly honest, is that the only thing I actually cared the most exactly, well, I did most like my, like, StreamYard stuff, which I mean, bro, the StreamYard stuff was actually a bit of amazing. If you guys did or didn't, not gonna lie, by the way, but seriously, it was very amazing and highly well respected that I actually did the very best time with StreamYard, even though that StreamYard was not going to be a pain in my butt for a little while. But I actually had to like think my strategy because I don't want to like overthink myself exactly because if I actually did overthink myself, then it would mean that I would have like a hard time concentrating to know what I would be doing in well, for what I'm doing in my life right now. Just doing basically on StreamYard. But hey, I mean, if I do most StreamYard videos, I mean, it's just never going to be a problem whenever I make those kind of StreamYard videos. Even if I do my best, then that's hopefully what I'm doing is for my best. And also, yep, Halloween. I hear you guys that Halloween is finally coming around this week, which, bro, I'm going to love Halloween. Seriously, Halloween is just going to be easy. Halloween is just going to be like the best thing of all time, which, hey, Halloween, I actually will say that Halloween's going to be the best thing to say. And also, I got to say, what are you guys going to do for Halloween in 2023? I mean, that would be an interesting thing that I'll be telling you guys about, which I'd say that would be interesting. And for me, what I'm going to probably see in the film, by the way, the 27th, is that, well, on Friday, I'm going to say I'm going to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I'm gonna really watch that Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Just considering around like the 27th of Friday or maybe the 28th of Saturday. I might probably go watch that movie and that film. The Five Nights at Freddy's film because, bro, I gotta give it to you guys to this. For the Five Nights at Freddy's film, I'm gonna love wanting to watch that film and whenever it's coming out. But exactly, for example, I'm gonna love watching the film because the film's gonna be amazing and I'm going to love the film. And I have to say, bro, my boy better be in the film, by the way, that's known as Foxy the Pirate. Because, my boy Foxy, he better be in that film because I hope that he'll be actually amazing in that movie. Which, I mean, I gotta give it to most certain characters who would do a very amount of, like, a professional job to go after the security guard or for whatsoever. And if you guys can tell by the TV, by the way, that's already on, then yes, I'm actually watching Michael Myers. By the way, if you guys do or didn't know, that I'm watching Michael Myers during oh, I don't know, channel 38 or something, or maybe channel 37. I don't even know, but channel 38 exactly. Then I'm actually just watching the Halloween movie, just Michael Myers movie. That's pretty much it. So anyway, yeah, so for what I've been doing pretty well and I've been doing pretty amazing. And yes, I do say that the Super Mario Bros. Wii was finally over, which I mean, bro, the 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 thing exactly I was telling you guys about of that about that exactly whenever I was done doing another gaming. Yes, I actually was definitely done on that because based to say that yeah, I was quite actually was a bit done with the game, because I was actually done with the game because I had to say that bro, the Super Mario Bros. Wii was amazing. Even though I have to say it was a very good childhood game. I actually loved playing in the Wii, which seriously, I literally kicked butt. If you guys have not seen the playlist, then go ahead and check out on that playlist. Even though I may have sweared sometimes after when I get hit by most of the Koopas exactly, then well, damn on me, then be damned exactly because it would have kind of sucked exactly for some quite of reason because hey, I actually at least did my best to actually oh, I don't know, get most of the star coins as I can try to clear most star coins out of the way because if I would have gotten more star coins, then that would have been more the case, which I actually did on World 1 to World 8. I mean, World 9, though, I actually got all the star coins on World 9. Except two problems were unacceptable exactly. The two worlds actually sucked, by the way, for what I'm talking about, which levels sucked. Well, oh, the levels did suck for which one it did. It was 9-4 and 9-6. That those levels actually sucked garbage and totally sucked ass, by the way, because I repeatedly kept losing every fucking time on the game. Like seriously, I literally lost like every fucking time. Like bro, I literally lost like every time. Whenever I got hit by most of the Koopas every time, bro, it just never stopped. It was endless stop by endless stop. Which I mean, come on now. Like really? Bruh, like if that would have been the case, it so would have actually been so much the case. Which I mean, I was no longer surprised after when that was like the overseen exactly like bro. That was like the most impossible of the impossible. Like I was barely even surprised whenever I actually did lost to the game, for like a few times, but bro, the only good thing I did was I never lost a single game over. Like, bro, I literally never lost a single game over on the game. Like bro, I was literally surviving the whole game. Like I had no idea how I survived the whole level of the game. Like, bro, the game was just like, oh my god, man, I was actually surprised. I was actually very surprised after when that was going to be occurring. But yeah, that was actually pretty much surprised. Which I mean, damn, I'd be damn surprised. So honestly, again, everybody, I had to say just to let you guys know is that yep, the Super Mario Bros. Wii was kind of actually tricky, but I'd say that the game was a very powerful game, the most brilliant game I actually ever played, and that was pretty bit amazing. So, gotta give it to you guys is that yep, the game was amazing, and I'd say that it was very quietly well done. Exactly, it was quietly well done on the game itself. I mean, it was very well done, absolutely well done. So, anyway, that's just like, my topic of the story how I actually won the Super Mario Bros. Wii, which I actually did win exactly without losing a single game over. Like, no shit, Sherlock. Like, absolutely no shit. Which I actually did very well exactly. All I ever did was gain some amount of one ups exactly by going like ring the ring, ring the ring, ring the ring. That's all I actually did was just getting every single one up without losing every life. Which I actually did lose a few amount of lives exactly whenever I got touched exactly by a Koopa or a Goomba or any of Bowser's troops exactly that I got touched. Then yeah, that's exactly why I lost for a few other rounds, but I still continued going and I actually just made it as an easy pointer reminder that I finally just kicked it ass exactly at the very end of the whole game exactly. I think that was at the end of let's see what that was. Oh, so far that was let's see. Okay, so that was I was world 9 of part 17. and we're 16. Yeah. So the only thing I finally was done about was 15. I actually finished part 15. Part 15 was the biggest, and oh, I mean the biggest, trickiest level upon to level 8. Seriously, I mean, part 15 took me a very much of a biggest of the longest time by me actually fighting off Bowser and then Bowser Jr., for example. Whenever I was on World 8, bro, things got so real after when I was ready to fight. I was ready to fight. When I was in the Super Mario Bros. Wii, bro, I literally took so many good chances by actually just like knocking their heads right in the head when I was jumping on their head. Like, I was just only jumping on, the on the Koopa Wizard and then Bowser Jr. But bro, Bowser was the big package. He was literally like the big package. Like, oh my god, I was so good after when I was winning. Like, I actually tried so many tactics and strategies that I actually just won the whole big thing. The whole big thing, which was actually quite interesting for me to probably actually tell you guys that one. So yeah, I actually have to say that I at least did so well, that I actually did the best way possible. Like, really, I actually did the best way possible on that. Now, if you guys do or didn't know, by the way, in the background is that, yeah, just so you guys do or don't know, is that I'm in a hotel right now. Just so you guys do or don't notice, by the way, if you guys are still watching the stream, which I mean, if you guys are not, then that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's fine. So let me explain is that why I'm in a hotel is that, well, let me explain to that question. Why am I in a hotel? It was due to my grandma's floor that was actually getting old and rusty. Just so you guys do or don't know, it was due to my grandma's floor. That the floor was not removed and put with new floor because the old floor was actually getting a bit something exactly, which I don't barely even know why exactly, because due to the insurance company that was actually wanting to like kind of actually have their own time to actually like think what they're gonna do exactly by actually fixing the old rusty floor and replace it with new floor, because that would be okay with new floor because it was due to the heat exactly, due to the heated water that was connected to the shower. I always go and shower every other time, not all the time, but just one time in a day that I always take a shower. It only depends around the nighttime I always take a shower because that's when I would prefer taking showers around at that nighttime because nighttime would actually pretty much be better besides actually repeating it 2 times in a row by actually taking a shower. So that's pretty much why I always do so. But that's all I'm just saying. And I know it sucks, okay? I know it kind of sucks that I can't actually go back to my grandma's house, by the way, after when the insurance company are going to be done with the whole setup exactly with the thing exactly by actually putting up with a lot of different things exactly. But, just wanted to explain to you guys for a matter of a good reason why I'm in a hotel right now, because you guys can see this in the background that the wall is a bit different in the background. And then yes, currently I can't show you guys around the TV because due to the TV that's on, because it's pretty much due to copyright infringement. That's pretty much the stupidest point by actually with that question. So I can't turn around the camera by me showing you the whole around the place exactly if the TV is going to be off exactly, which I mean, the good thing is I can't unmute it because if it was unmuted, then yeah, that's when I'm going to be in the world of big trouble for that if that was ever unmuted exactly. But good thing I did put it on muted while I still was streaming this video, by the way, while I'm still streaming this. But that's the only point that I'm actually putting this out, by the way, in a good perspective exactly. I mean, I'm just trying to be aware of things, just try to actually be super aware of things. So that way I just wouldn't have to get like, get in a whole argument with stuff because, I just don't want to get into my whole situation, how that's going to be so unhandled exactly. But, just try to keep things civilized as I got exactly without making things too stressed exactly because I just gone through with rage exactly with things that whenever I get bullied or whatever, then that's just pretty much how I survive all of this. But that's all I'm just saying in my own respected opinions. So anyway, before I actually will get you guys to explain to another reason and fact that I will actually will tell you guys this situation, as I'll tell you guys is that I actually will give you guys a deal. By the way, I'll tell you guys there's a deal in ahead, which I'll give you guys a deal. Is that I will trust you guys. I'll actually will make more live streams as I got, and also trust me when I say I'll get more live streams. then it means I'll make more live streams for real, and then I'll actually will do the best on YouTube live streams, which I'll try to keep making those go in exactly. I mean, most of the people would actually consider wanting me to do like StreamYard streams exactly, which I actually do say that I put like amount of good respect into that. By the way, I put good, actually good video in there, like put good video live stream in there because I'm just like the leader and stuff. Like I just be like the leader to like add everything else I can do exactly. Like, I mean, I do the best things I got. Just trying to have fun. Actually, do things that are pretty fun, not serious. I mean, if they were serious things. Listen, I actually go through a thing that sometimes I could talk pretty seriously, but just don't stop me just because I want to speak about it. Just does not mean I'll continue like, riding out anyone else's ass exactly by actually being saying is, yo, quiet down. That's not what I do. I mean, I'm just trying to say is I'm trying to be aware of things so I can try to like make things easier with people exactly so that way that people would understand exactly for what I go through exactly for something if I actually ever gone with stress exactly or things I just can't like go through exactly with different stresses. I just go with something that I've always figured out with things. That's pretty much it. So anyway, let me just tell you guys how many how many StreamYard stuff I actually did was that. Well, let's just go ahead and check on the YouTube. Let me go check on the playlists exactly. So here's how I actually said that how many StreamYard shows I made. By the way, bro, I made 28. Seriously, I made like 28 StreamYard shows. Like, oh my god! I mean, bro, I actually literally made 28. Like, how amazing is that? Like, bro, how amazing is that? Like seriously, 28, bro. I would have literally been saying 30. Which I mean, if it was 30, bro, I would actually would speak my opinion about saying is why was my StreamYard shows actually the best? Which I'd say is, oh my god, bro, I'm actually just quietly happy for me to actually say this and make that clear. By the way, is that bro? I'd say. I mean, I really say I put amount of good work into the StreamYard shows, which I really did my very hardest to make the StreamYard shows actually become to be more alive exactly and a lot more interesting, which I pretty much put amount of good respect into that. Even though if it was good or bad, then hey, I mean I at least say what I can say for what I can like, make good amount of good expressions or make good reasoning to say why they were good or bad. But just don't expect me too much just because I would say something disrespectful. Just because I just say it's my free speech exactly that I might talk about what I actually will talk about the most doesn't still mean that I'm not a critic, by the way, just trying to say so. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. Now, anyway, let me see what the next one was the non StreamYard shows. Is that, well, let's just say where that is, by the way. Let me look for where that is. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay, let me see what I can look for that. I mean, sometimes I'm really going to have to look for that because I'm just going to have to look for it. Okay, where the heck is it? What the hell is it? Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and try to click right next. And well, maybe I'll look for that later in case I might just look for that for later, which I might be in case to look for that for later. So anyway, guys, let's talk about something that I actually will talk about. By the way, is that well? Hold on, let me stretch. Ugh. Oh yeah. Bro, just imagine if I say it in a commercial. Like, bro, imagine if I say that in a commercial. I'd be saying the Kool-Aid Man. Alright, I'm gonna do the Kool-Aid Man's impression. Hey Kool-Aid Man, come into the commercial. Oh yeah. Come and get some Kool-Aid. Not really, but I not really, but I just say I just want to make that impression something, but hey, I just be worth to do like that impression, but I just take a little bit out of something with that impression to say how good the impression was, but I actually will respect how I use that impression, but I'll see what I can do with that. Oh, what the hell? I mean, what the hell, everybody? I mean, I'd say that the Kool-Aid Man's impression was just pretty good. I mean, it was pretty good how I do my impression of the Kool-Aid Man, but yeah, I actually take my respect for that, but I just take my respect on that. So anyway, let me see if I can find it. But if not, then that's completely fine. Oh, there it is. My non StreamYard live videos or whatever the show is. Yeah. So anyway, about those videos are actually five. Bro, I can't believe that there was like five exactly on my playlist. Bro, that was like pretty good, I have to say. I have to come I just have to like come up with random shit by the way. Like, random shit posts exactly for random live streams or whatever. But I just come up with random stupid stuff exactly with something funny. But if not, then that's why I put something in the matter of a respected opinion, just to put that there. So that's all I have to say. And I mean, yeah, that's all I would figure to say. And also, I do want to thank YouTube very much for actually giving me this feature, by the way, with emojis like the one, two, three, four, five. Like, I gotta give it to YouTube. Thank you for the five of those. I actually do appreciate that. Whenever people put these hearts, by the way, the smiley faces, the birthday hat, boom, boom, booms, or whatever that birthday hat is, and then the emoji face, and then the 100. I gotta give it to that I actually will respect that. And one good reason and one good way I'll put that in respected is that I'll have to say I might as well put that in good respected for that good reason for it. Which I'll actually kind of take that, which I'll kind of take that from my own word exactly, which I'll take that. So anyway, I actually do want to say is that, well, to you, John, by the way, with that question with you saying is that today you and your family are we're going to a baby shower party today, which I gotta give it to you by the way, John. Good luck on your birthday. Good luck on your baby shower party today with you and your family. I actually will give you out of the doubt by the way. I'll give you out of the good doubt by the way. It's just to give you is that, well, hope you have fun, man, and I hope that you have a good time in your baby shower party or with you and your family, which I don't know. I mean, I hopefully for the amount of the best to give it to you, by the way, John, which I'll give it you to the best, but we'll see. I mean, good luck for you, man. I mean, good luck for you, man. Now, I actually do want to say, by the way, is that, well, how am I doing in YouTube, by the way? Bro, I'm actually doing pretty well, exactly. I'm just making the amount of good reaction videos as I got. I'm just putting like amount of good reaction videos and, just put like random good stuff right there and put like good random stuff. Now, I just wanted to explain that there was a war going on with Israel and Palestine. Is that, well? Let me take that opinion on right now. So let me take this opinion for another good extent. By the way, about that opinion, listen about that opinion about Israel versus Palestine, bro. I was not that surprised. I was literally not that surprised that it went on for another side of the Middle East, which I wasn't that surprised. Which I mean, barely. I wasn't even that surprised anymore. Even though because the whole thing was irrelevant with Russia versus Ukraine crap exactly, bro. It was still like never endless going on. It was like endless stuff. Like it was barely even endless after when it keeps going on exactly. But yeah, pretty much that it was like total BS exactly about like pretty much with the ongoing with Russia and Ukraine, which I was no longer surprised with that crap, which I was no longer surprised. I mean, hey, I at least was trying to say what was the good news versus bad news going on with the great things I would say is that, I was just no longer surprised that things couldn't be that more likely difficult or unfair exactly because due to like there was like one power by the way the other side of Russia exactly, which I pretty much say that I wouldn't be surprised exactly how the whole stupid dominance is going on with Russia and then Ukraine exactly. I mean, the whole thing just never barely even ends until there's like I don't know, like only one person left standing exactly, and then just make it like as a difficult reason to actually explain that. But I'm just no longer surprised about that topic anymore. I'm just no longer surprised about that. But the only thing I am quite surprised about is that, well, I was surprised that that something really even barely even go on exactly with pretty much with Israel versus Palestine, which I was no longer surprised as well for that. I mean, it was a new thing to me exactly to say is, bro, what the hell's even going on over there? To me, I'd say in my brain, I'd say was, yo, what the hell's even going on over there? That's my only thing I would say is, bro, what the hell was even going on with Israel and Palestine? Which I mean, I was not surprised after that either. Which I mean, come on now. I mean, in the Middle East, I was just no longer surprised how Israel and then Palestine would have actually put like a fist fight with each other. Which I mean, yeah, I actually did make that video just to make that clear. By the way, I was no longer surprised about that whole stupid thing exactly that was going on for the beginning for the first time, which I was just no longer surprised after the first previous one that was going on with Russia and Ukraine. But now the new thing is Israel versus Palestine. Yeah, that's like the new thing I ever heard about. Which I mean, I actually do take my responses to say how I actually would take it. It's to say is that, well, I don't know who even started first, which either was Israel or Palestine. But if I have to be honest, I think it was definitely Palestine that started that exactly before Israel actually had to took like the big guns before they had to start firing exactly. I was no longer surprised after that figuring of the entire thing that was going out exactly. But I mean, to me, I don't pretty much support which one who I'd support, which one is one exactly. I mean, it's going to act like the exact same thing with Russia and Ukraine, which it's going to be total bullshit exactly after when if that's going to ever be the next repeated exactly for the next repeated cycle. I mean, if that would have been ever the chances of cases exactly, it would have been this super difficult if that would have been the next honest way. But I mean, most people take their things more likely respectively and seriously, which I mean I hope that people would rather understand that to say who would ever actually would figure to win the whole war exactly, which either be Israel or Palestine, which I mean that's the only thing that would be another technical issue how that ever was going to take the case, but whoever takes the case is just the case. Now, I actually do want to say what was kind of actually BS, by the way, after when the hospital got hit, by the way. No. I'm going to say that no. The hospital was not hit. It was missed. It literally missed. Now, why did the hospital missed, by the way? Because, that missile was coming right at it. Listen, I know what that the most of the things that I actually took most likely to listen to liberal hive mind's content exactly is that yeah, he was actually kind of right exactly for that stance. Even if I actually will have to agree with him or disagree with that, but yes, he was actually literally right for the one thing that yes, he was actually right and he deserves amount of that credit for pretty much for saying that he actually was right because the missile never hit at the hospital. It actually hit it near to the parking lot. That's the point how that was hidden to the parking lot. Which I mean, that's all the exact point that where that missile was hidden into was hidden to the parking lot, not hospital. I mean, that was actually like the false claim to a false claim that I ever would have known exactly. I mean, if it was ever real, nah, I never would have figured that was real. So, no, I think that was totally false. In my only case, that was kind of false. So, like I said, I don't sometimes get into most irrelevant. I don't most likely get into most like irrelevant stuff. By the way, which I don't barely even get to most irrelevant stuff that I actually will talk about. I only will say that I might have to like rewatch it or even review it for myself to see if I was going to say how that was my only opinion that actually explain about that detail. But that's only I would have actually would have known to that deal or whatever that thing was going on. So hopefully, just to say it, might as well say so. But yeah, pretty much. Now let's get back to another topic at hand. By the way, is that well? Let's get to another topic. So I just want to let you guys actually do know. By the way, into this right now is that I'll tell you guys is that well, let's get this over with, and I will actually want to be talking about this. So anyway, excuse me, pardon me. Now, as I do want to say, by the way, is that my boy Zane, by the way, I actually do want to talk to my friend about Zane, by the way. I actually do want to tell you guys in my community post, by the way, I actually just sent him two community posts on my first channel. My first channel, I actually made two community posts. I was actually quite surprised after when I watched his video, like the one video that it said that he was quitting YouTube, which I'd say was, hold on a minute. Is he actually really leaving YouTube? Which I mean, wait, what? I mean, I was to myself, I was quite surprised after when I looked at that video. I was actually surprised. I was like saying was, hold on a minute, is this guy quitting for real? I mean, I gotta believe what I might have to see here. Which I mean, I did take a look on the video, and he said that he was actually going to be in a teenager for right now. Which I mean, he'll be like a teenager right now, and I mean, he did hit puberty, which I mean, I don't have a problem about puberties, by the way. I mean, puberties actually is a kind of a good thing, by the way, for most people sometimes, whether they're actually older, by the way, that, they get to be, that like be kids for right now, but all the way back to when they're teenagers, yeah, when that's going to probably hit puberty, that might be the only answer that would be puberty, that would be teenager, and then even hell, it might be, well, might as well be adult, exactly. I think that's how that probably would have actually would have understanded, but yes that's actually kind of almost like a different topic and a different at hand is that yes, it's actually kind of a real thing. With me exactly, bro, whenever there was puberty around, yeah, I was a kid back then. Whenever I had not any puberty when I wasn't a kid exactly, but when I was a teenager, yep, that was actually real. That was actually kind of real with me exactly. I mean, you don't have to pretend it's kind of real for you guys to know, but it kind of felt real for me exactly to know that. But it kind of felt kind of real. As a 20-year-old, by the way, I'm actually quite surprised that I would say that, it's quite surprised as when I'm a 20-year-old, by the way, whenever I'm 20 right now, I'm quite surprised that my boy Zane is actually heading to the teenager stuff exactly, he'd probably be going on to the teenager stuff that he's doing right now. For what reason? Which I actually do understand that he's pretty much now a teenager, which I fully do understand. Now, anyway, I actually do want to say, by the way, into those community posts, yeah, I was kind of sad, by the way, whenever I felt pretty sad, by the way, and also you guys should go ahead and check out my reaction video, which I actually was talking about that through like the one thing I was talking about, so I just could get that one thing out of the way, and then now, as in for what I'm saying right now, basically, is that, well, I actually will kind of feel pretty sad for Zane, by the way. I'll actually feel pretty sad for him, even though that me and Zane were best friends, like, over like almost like whenever that he was on YouTube, which I mean, I got to take a look on to pretty much how, I got to take a look here. I got to take a look. So, I'll just give myself to take a look at it, by the way, for, I mean, how long that Zane was on YouTube. I mean, let me take a look. So, bro, 2017. Okay, I mean, wait, sorry, not 2017. All right. So, as what I'm gonna say, by the way, I mean, I'm gonna say is that I mean, Zayn actually joined YouTube since 2021, bro. 2021, dang. I mean, that's like 2 years. That was like 2 years ago that Zayn joined YouTube. I mean, I actually did absolutely do know Zayn from pretty much around like 2 years ago. Which I mean, in 2021, holy moly! I mean, whenever I did look on his channel, by the way. I think his channel was actually impressive. I actually changed Zane's life. I actually changed his life. Because I actually did want to actually like give myself a good reason to say why that Zane actually had a good life exactly was that I actually was kind of more inspired that I actually made my first comment to Zane as Zane Vlogs, by the way. Before that, he didn't want to call himself Zane Vlogs. He basically just called himself Zane exactly. That was pretty much the end of the story. But I actually did want to tell you guys for that one reason is that yes, for what I had to say that I gave a friend a chance, by the way, to actually like, so I can try to like get to know the person pretty bit better. I actually just like, what I have to say is that, it was like the very start of the beginning that I actually finally got to know Zane from the start, which that's all I probably know. So yeah, that's all I had to say. So, anyway, that's pretty much the story, and that's pretty much all it. I think that was pretty much all of that. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. And also, if any of you guys were pretty much worried about Zane, well, listen, don't worry about Zane. He's actually going through some stuff, like going through like teenager years, like he's going through like most of things exactly in life that I actually do want to respect Zane in his future, by the way, which I'm totally wanting to respect Zane in his future, by the way, which I totally want to be respecting him, in a good way, just to make things pretty fair. So yeah. I pretty much do actually want to expect, by the way, is just to be fair exactly. But yeah, pretty much. So anyway, like I said again, I'll definitely respect Zayn in his future. I pretty much will respect that, even though that like I said, even if he's quitting YouTube, then I have to say that, that's kind of acceptable. That's kind of okay. Which I mean, I actually just have to say that, even if I'm still his friend, which I do respect him in that matter of the way, which I totally will respect him, which I did say in his comment section, by the way, about him like 5 comments, by the way, I actually said that. So that's all I had to say that. So anyway, that's all I had to say of the story, but I think that was kind of it. So anyway, so here's how I'm gonna say the deal. How I might bring some live streams coming up into reasoning is that, well, one, yes, I will bring some live streaming back, which I'll bring some of the classic live streams back, and then two, I might say whatever I might make my own decision about pretty much me bringing back with more YouTube live streaming for right now, which I might pretty much be happy to bring all that back. Which seriously, I would love to bring that back. Which I mean, most people in for whatever in the hold on, give me a minute. Let me go check on the YouTube live exactly. So as in from the YouTube live exactly is that how long was I pretty much making the longest live streams? Is that well, listen. I actually made some live streams during like back on July the 28th and then August 9th. Exactly. I actually made like bit amount of live streams. Like, I wasn't making amount of live streams on YouTube live streams. I was just like saying is that well, I was just deciding to like make reaction videos or whatever. Like I was trying to make kind of get all those in the way, just to make that as a respected thing exactly to make that better. So that's all I had to say was why I wasn't making any YouTube live streams for a day or amount of like weeks or for whatsoever. But that was kind of pretty much it. So, if you guys have any questions, well, hopefully you guys pretty much had amount of questions or whatever, but just pretty much whatever. So, anyway, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video of this live stream. So, be sure to give this video a like, comment, subscribe to the bell, be notified. And as without that being said, well, hope you guys actually enjoy more of this video and pretty much for many more. So, yeah, just so you guys do or don't know, it's only about me talking about some things exactly. I just wanted to like bring up exactly. It's not like I'm gonna re-bring up things exactly. It's just only that I want to actually make my own talk about that. So that's just all that. So anyway, yeah, my name is Yosemite Sam, the Smartass Cowboy speaking. And if you guys have any questions, well, be sure to give the video a like, comment, subscribe, the bell, be notified, and that there, my friends, would be truly respectful in a matter of a good way, which I would be truly respectful. And if you're a new person to this channel, my first channel, totally subscribe and subscribe to my separate channels while you guys are at it as well. But thank you so much for watching. And as and without that being said, well, I'll see you guys pretty much soon and very much soon. So hopefully to say this again is that I hope to see you guys very soon. And also guys, here's one more thing that before I get going, what was more BS exactly was that well, Justin Yellowhair was trying to make an attack on me with no reason. Like, okay, I'm not going to try to bring it too much up. I'm going to say what was the reason was stupid about it. Okay, so the reason why that he was actually doing that for some stupid reason that I was mentioned on another post exactly was that, it was kind of BS. Like, seriously, you guys have to be this so much and critical that it was pretty stupid for Justin Yellowhair not to make a one reason why he would even hate me exactly. Like, seriously, it wasn't even a reason and it wasn't even a question. Like, really, he actually just jumps to avoid the question. Like, bruh, that's literally what a pedophile would do, was to just avoid the question without speaking. Like, seriously, that is so dumb. Like, that is literally dumb. But, I'm not wanting to, like, try to make a 1-1 attack exactly. I'm just trying to make that as an example as for why it was pretty dumb and stupid. Which, hey, take my point if you want, which if you don't want to, then that's fine. But I'm just saying again, it's just so dumb by the reason how dumb it sounds and how pathetic it even sounds. Only with the one stupid tactic that was already done that I'd say is, bruh, this guy isn't for real. This guy is not for real. Which I mean, yeah, that was pretty stupid. And also, yeah, good thing that he already deleted the post, which I'm pretty happy about that for him deleting that post. Which I mean, seriously, I actually would come out with bigger hits than besides going with average hits. I'd go for bigger hits exactly if he was able when in trying to like attack me onto the post exactly for what Justin Yellowhair was saying. But we do all know that is so not true. That is actually again not true, and that is kind of BS exactly. Like seriously, even if he wants to hate me, fine, make that his own opinion. But to myself, I'd say is that's just so incritical and that's just pathetic. I mean, you gotta be this stupid to say is how dumb that is without actually adding a question. Like seriously, like why even avoid the question when it's literally just a no question at all? Like it's a no-brainer question. Like yeah, I think that was kind of stupid in his part. That was really stupid, which I mean seriously, it's just stupid. That's all I'm saying. And I wouldn't say that much anyway. So without that being said, that yep, my name is Yosemite Sam, the Smartass Cowboy speaking. And if you guys want to see more new live streams coming on the way, exactly with more YouTube live streams, trust me, I'll bring that back very much. I'll definitely bring all that back into whatever that that I might get most of that back in the classics. Most of every classic on the stream, exactly with the YouTube stream or whatever. But I'll still do what I can say for whatever for now on is thank you all very much for watching. And without that being said, well, see you guys in the next video. And I hopefully to say an amount of respect is that thank you all very much for waiting, and I appreciate it for pretty much whenever I had to get a new live stream. And also, here's how I'm going to say why I'm going to leave out of the hotel. So here's the one thing before I leave out of the hotel is November the 2nd. That's when I get to go back and finally make more YouTube videos again, for pretty much whenever I get to make more gaming stuff and make more things on my separate channels, and absolutely just like make absolute good ton of more stuff right there. And also, as I said again, thank you very much for waiting and be patient. Is thank you, and I would say this once more and again is that yep, my name is Yosemite Sam, the Smartass Cowboy speaking. And without that being said, thank you all very much for watching. So like, comment, subscribe, the bell, be notified, and yes, I'll be sure to make more videos as I can. So yeah, there will be more videos as I could. So without it being said, thank you, and I'll see you guys in for the very next video. And also, I'll be sure to see you guys again in the next video. And also, peace out, everybody. And I will say this again: peace out, and I'll see you next time. See you later, folks. Bye bye, everyone, and see you later. Bye bye, everyone.